After years of being seemingly overlooked by travelers heading elsewhere, Sri Lanka is now becoming a popular destination of choice, and it's not hard to see why. Sri Lanka is a small but diverse country with plenty of charm, from incredible wildlife to famous tea and ancient ruins. Hi, I'm Nano Huge, and welcome to my channel. I do upload any interesting and facts videos. There is something for everyone on this island. Even better, distances are short, which make it easier to discover lots in a shorter space of time than, for instance, its neighbor India. Just located southeast of India, Sri Lanka is a hidden gem of the Indian Ocean. Beyond its ancient ruins and beautiful beaches, the island nation has many other stories to uncover. From the pearl of Indian Ocean to the world's oldest human-planted tree, here are 5 facts you might not know about Sri Lanka to offer you a glimpse of the intriguing local history and culture. You might have already read up on the best that the country has to offer, but here are a few lesser-known facts about Sri Lanka. Number 1. Sri Lanka was packed with a large variety of animals. Sri Lanka only covers an area of 25,332 square miles, which is just slightly larger than the U.S. state of West Virginia. However, its wildlife is incredibly diverse. It's home to 123 species of mammals such as elephants, leopards, and crocodiles, 227 species of birds, 178 species of reptiles, 122 species of amphibians, and many other animal species. Sri Lanka is somewhat of an outlier when it comes to biodiversity. Experts have been studying the biodiversity of this small island since the early 20th century, and all with good reason. The number of animal species in the island is said to be 5 times as much as it is supposed to be in an island of its size, and the number of endemic species in the country is amazing. From endemic birds to endemic primates, Sri Lanka has them all. The wonder of Sri Lanka, being such a small island, is that you don't have to travel far to see any of them. Number 2. Tea is a big business in Sri Lanka. If you're a tea drinker, your cuppa may come from Sri Lanka, formerly known as Ceylon, a name synonymous with tea. Brought from China in 1824 by the British, the first tea plant on the island was displayed in the Royal Botanical Gardens outside Kandy and has grown into a huge business. This teardrop island nation is still a leading tea producer and exporter, with over 1 million of its 22 million people working for the tea industry. For tea enthusiasts traveling in Sri Lanka, be sure to visit Ceylon Tea Museum, situated just 4 kilometers south of Kandy. It is an ideal place to enjoy a nice cuppa and learn about the history of tea in Sri Lanka. You'll find the exhibits of tea pioneers like James Taylor and Thomas Lipton, who had helped make tea part of daily life in the UK. Number 3. The Sri Lankan National Flag is one of the oldest in the world. The flag of Sri Lanka, also known as Lion Flag, is considered one of the world's oldest, dating back to 162 BC. It is also thought to be the only flag in the world to recognize different religious beliefs, with the bow leaves. People worship the bow tree, is the most sacred tree. Lord Gautama Buddha attained Nibbana, obtained enlightenment while he was meditating under a bow tree. In Sri Lanka we have the only remaining part of that bow tree, which is about 2,600 years old. The sword represents the authority and bravery of Sri Lanka. The handle of the sword represent the elements that make up Sri Lanka: water, fire, air and earth. The gold color represents the largest religion of Sri Lanka, Buddhism. The golden lion shows the Sinhalese ethnicity. The green represents Muslims. The orange represents the Hindus. And the maroon color represents the Sinhalese people, the largest ethnicity group in Sri Lanka. Number 4. 8 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has 8 World Heritage Sites in total for you to visit. These are the sacred city of Kandy, the ancient city of Sigiriya, the sacred city of Anuradhapura, the old town of Gale and its fortifications, the ancient city of Polonnaruwa, Rangiri Dambulla Cave Temple, Sinharaja Forest Reserve, the Central Highlands of Sri Lanka. Each of these UNESCO World Heritage Sites has something very special to offer, and you should definitely visit a few during your trip. Before we move on to our last fascinating facts about Sri Lanka, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, and if you enjoy watching my video, just hit the like button and leave a comment below. Number 5. Sri Lanka is known for having some of the best whale watching in the world. If you are traveling to Sri Lanka between November and April, you have up to a 90% chance of seeing the world's largest animal, the blue whale. Sightings are very common off the coast of Sri Lanka, and it's an experience not to be missed. Marissa is found on the south coast of Sri Lanka and is a great place for whale watching tours. There are lots of different tour companies to choose from, but it's a good idea to read the reviews first. Some companies aren't very ethical in their practices when it comes to whale watching, and that's also something you want to steer clear of. Aside from blue whales, there is plenty of other marine life found off the coast of Sri Lanka. Other whale species that can be found on these tours include sperm whales, fin whales, pilot whales, and even killer whales if you are lucky. Dolphins, turtles, and flying fish also make appearances quite frequently. Sri Lanka is truly beautiful, magnificent country full of tropical beaches, incredible wildlife, and lots of tasty food. We hope these facts about Sri Lanka have shown how unique this country is and why it's a must for any traveler. If heading to Sri Lanka isn't on your bucket list, then it needs to be. This is Nano Huge, a small facts lead to great knowing. Thanks for watching.